guys, Kara here, and today I have my friend Precious with me. And today we are talking about a pretty serious topic, and that topic would be insecurities. So, speaking of insecurities, we all have some of our own, and we all struggle with our own in different ways. We all have different insecurities, and some of us struggle with more than the rest of us. And whether if you like to admit it or not, everybody has struggled with insecurities at one point in their lives. So today we are going to talk about that.
Not ready.
So first off, I think we should start by naming off some insecurities that Precious and I have ourselves. For example, I have had some major insecurities about my body, my looks. People can have the same insecurities.
That's a common insecurity. You just take it.
I mean, for example, I have been through several different styles. I have gone through thinking I was straight up gangster to straight up. I've been through so many styles, like just trying to like figure out what really fit me, and now I just throw on clothes that I like. So I've kind of grown out of that insecurity of trying to look good for people when I look just fine.
If you're style.
But that and my body, I've always had insecurities with my body. I never really thought that my body was the way it should be. I always thought I should be more toned, more fit. So I started working out more, and I'm actually starting to be more quite happy with my body and who I am myself. So what are your insecurities?
I have to go based on looks again. Like, girls, a lot of girls have to be showing their boobs and the butt cheeks being hanging out. A lot of my old friends used to do that. But I was never really like that. So I was like, oh, I'm an outcast. But it was like, whatever, you know. Had my own style.
There is never anything wrong with being an outcast. I just want to throw that out there to you guys. You know, sometimes you have to walk alone for a while before you find the people that you're meant to hang out with. And you just got to find those people that have more positive vibes than negative vibes.
For sure.
Because the worst fear, at least in my opinion, is fear of yourself, fear that you may hurt yourself or that you're not good enough, fear of yourself in like different ways. Just like the examples I just named off. For example, fear that you'll never be good enough, fear that you may hurt yourself, fear that you'll never fit in. But like we just said, there's nothing wrong with being an outcast. Sometimes you need to be before you find the people you're truly meant to hang out with, you're truly meant to be around. But I think one way to overcome insecurities is to try and think up at least one or two positive things about yourself daily. And if you can't, if you really just have a hard time with it, try to push it on yourself. Try to write down something like, hey, I'm awesome, and repeat that every day of the week until you start to kind of see it. And sometimes it's hard to see your true qualities just because insecurities tend to take over your mind. Fuck you, Car. Insecurities tend to take over your mind, and they tend to kind of make you think bad things about yourself. So it's always important to try and think of good things about yourself. So always try to keep that in mind. Always try to surround yourself with positive energy rather than negative energy. Maybe change some things in your life to make things better for yourself. Stuff like that. Precious, anything you'd like to add?
Like what you were saying, like the people will accept you just on if you're like yourself, I guess. Instead of making yourself fit into like a certain group of people. You know, like gangsters, your face. Yeah. Just pretty much be yourself, and people will accept you for who you are, I guess.
That's a very good point. Random vibration. Another important thing to remember is you should never pretend to be somebody that you're not. It's important to be yourself, because no matter who you are, no matter who you try to be, or who people want you to be, there's always going to be people that will hate on you for whatever. I mean, we live in a world where hate is normal, and even though there is fundraisers to end hate and end bullying, I hate to say this, and I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but unfortunately, hate isn't something that can just be ended. There's always going to be that rude person that isn't going to listen and isn't going to change their mindset. They're always going to be rude and disrespectful, and that's just something you're going to have to remember, is that if someone's not going to like you for who you are, then maybe they're just not worth being in your life. And it's always important to be yourself and not pretend to be somebody else, because when you're yourself, you don't have to worry about people liking you for who you're not. People can only like you for who you are. And if people don't like the way you are, then, like I said, maybe they're just not meant to be in your life. And, you know, that's always something to consider, is just getting rid of those negative people in your life, because it's so important to be yourself, and it is so important not to try and be someone that you're not, because maybe you have family or friends that kind of pressure you into thinking that you need to be somebody else and that you need to be different. But guys, you really don't. You can be yourself, you can be who you are, and you will find people that will love you for who you are, and you will find people that will accept you for who you are. And maybe the people that don't quite accept you, maybe they'll slowly come around and they'll learn, like, hey, this person is who they are, and just gotta love them, man. Just gotta love them. So just always be yourself, and, you know, people are gonna hate you for being who you are. They're gonna hate you for being you, and that's just something you gotta deal with, unfortunately. Hate and drama is something that you can never escape. It's literally everywhere. I mean, I even have to deal with hate and drama while I'm at work, and, you know, people say that they want to quit because of all the hate and drama that they deal with, but see, the problem is no matter where you go, you have to deal with those things. So it's always important to stay strong, be who you are, and slowly try to learn to be proud of who you are, because there's nothing worse than being disappointed in the person that you are when you should be proud of the person that you are. Because no matter how much somebody wants you to change or be different, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you're just the person that you are, and that's the end of the story. That's who you are. So try to embrace it, guys. Embrace who you are. Try to think of some positive things about yourselves. Try to surround yourself with positive energy. Maybe go to some groups or some classes or whatever. Not classes to be, like, proud of yourself, but classes like... I don't know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Fuck!
You're not making sense.
Okay, so not classes. What I mean by classes is, like, groups and clubs is what I was meaning. I didn't mean classes. There are no classes that will help you embrace yourself. At least I don't think there are. I mean...
I really like that class.
Insecurity class 101. That should be a class.
It needs to be a club.
It should be a club.
A class.
But, you know, there are groups such as, you know, if you look online, there are youth groups, there are LGBT groups, there are just different kind of groups and clubs around. You know, there's, at least here where we live, there are clubs like anime clubs. There are,
That's a big one.
yeah, anime club's pretty big. You know, there's just different kinds of clubs and groups that you can go to, and you can be around people that like the same things you do, and who knows, maybe you'll even find people that are very similar to you and yourself. You know, there's people that you could find that you can relate to. There's always counseling. I myself do some counseling, and I can say it's helped me quite a bit. It's helped me find myself. It's helped me embrace who I am and be happier with the person I am. And now I can honestly say that I can go day by day and say that I'm proud of who I am and I don't care what people think. I'm gonna find the people that enjoy who I am and enjoy the personalities that I have. You know, I can proudly say that if you don't like me for who I am, then that's your problem, not mine. Like, I don't care.
Well, I don't like you.
I don't care. I don't know why she's here. But
Okay, fine. Yeah.
But just know that you can always find friends. You can always find people that can relate to you. There are many, many different ways to finding people that can relate to you. All you have to do is just kind of reach out and find those people. But yeah, other than that, I mean, insecurities can be rough. They can be really hard. But there's always positive, awesome ways to find ways to just kind of beat those insecurities up. Just punch in the face. And I myself, I don't always quite respond to people right away, but I am always here for advice, and if you need advice or help, I do my best to respond. I do have Kick, Tumblr, Instagram. I have a Facebook page. If you just go to my channel, there should be some links there for you guys. Other than that, anything else you'd like to add?
I lost what I was going to say. Just talk too much. I forgot what I was going to say, so.
We'll just give her a minute, so.
Don't look at me. Well, back on the topic on how people accept who you are if you're just yourself. Your real friends will accept you for who you are, so hang out with them. And don't hang out with douchebags. And I can't really explain what I was gonna say.
Lesson learned, don't hang out with douchebags. Hang out with people who enjoy you for you.
Yes. I don't know what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought.
It's all about thinking things from a positive perspective.
Yes. Stay positive. Feel great. Know what people are mean to you. Be like, hey, that's your opinion. I don't really give a shit.
That's a true story. It's what people say about you, that's their opinion. They say that you are ugly, you're not skinny enough, you're not good looking enough. Well, I'd be ugly, but that you dress weirdly. Tell them to fuck off.
You're being
because
unique.
You're being different. You're being yourself. And I guarantee you that there's other people out there just like you who dress the same, think the same. I honestly think everyone is beautiful in their own way. But sometimes there is an ugly side to us. Not necessarily looks, but in personality. Sometimes we can be a little more brutal.
Bitchy.
Bitchy would be a better word.
The other B word. Okay.
Sometimes we can be bitchy or rude to our friends when we don't really mean to. And, you know, shit happens. You just gotta find those friends that are gonna understand and take the time to figure out why you're being bitchy and what's up your ass. But
It just takes time to find those friends.
it does take time to find those friends. I used to surround myself with people that I didn't relate to in any way, shape, or form. Fuck you, car. Truck. But it does take some time to find those people. All you have to do is just be patient, and you'll get there eventually. Just remember to keep those
Positive thoughts.
positive thoughts and positive people around you. Whether if you think they're positive or not, you should keep good people around you. Whether if you think they're positive or not, like whether if you have positive people around you and negative people around you, you know, and you kind of think they're positive sometimes, but they're just those friends that are just straight out negative and crappy, and then you have those friends that you think are positive, but they're still negative and crappy, and then you have those friends that you think are kind of negative, but they're actually just really positive, and they're just pointing out straight up truth.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if any of this doesn't make sense. I didn't quite plan this out. I planned out some of the things I was going to say, but a lot of it I am just winging it, yeah. That's what I do in all of my videos, pretty much.
Let your thoughts flow.
That's the way to go. Always stay open-minded. Always stay positive. Stay strong.
Even when cars are being very loud in your video, say, I love you.
Fuck off. So, to put an end to this video, I would just like to say, stay strong, be yourself, kick those insecurities in the ass, and learn to be proud of yourself, because there honestly is nothing better in this world than being proud of yourself and being who you are without a sad face on your face.
Don't have a sad emoji on your face.
Yeah, don't have a sad emoji. If you're using sad emojis, then I'm really disappointed in you. But on a serious note, serious guys, serious. Please do be yourselves. Don't let anyone get in the way of being who you are. And even if you have to walk alone for a little bit, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you need to be a loner before you can surround yourself with
Good people.
yeah, a lot of good people. And sometimes it just takes time to find those good people. So there's no rush in life. There's no rush on finding good people. There's no rush on finding good friends. There's no rush on finding who you are yourself. Just take your time. Take your time figuring your shit out. I mean, even to this day, even though I'm proud of who I am and I'm becoming happier with my looks, my body, who I am, even to this day, I'm still taking my time figuring things out. I'm not really taking too much seriously in my life right now. I'm just trying to have some fun and figure out everything, you know, figure out what I want in my future, what I'm going to be doing, who I'll be then, because, I mean, let's face it, we can change at any point in our lives. All it takes is that one or maybe multiple different things that can affect us into being someone different. For example, you could just get hurt by all the people that are in your life, you know, just one after another, shots fired, like, one after another, and people could just keep hurting you, and you eventually put those walls up, and you want nothing to do with people. You start being alone, you start becoming a little bit more of a darker person in a way. And sometimes, people will ask you, I miss the old you, what happened to the old you? And, sometimes you just gotta point out, well, did you ever consider the fact that maybe me getting hurt constantly just kind of put me this way? I mean, just because you get hurt and you change for a little bit and you change your perspective and other things like that doesn't mean that you're not going to be the same person ever again. Sometimes it just takes time to regroup and figure out who you are and how you're going to handle with things. And that's all there really is to it. Well, then to put an end to this video, and I would like to say special thanks to Precious for being in this video. But to put an end to this video, thanks for watching, and don't let those insecurities get to you. Be yourself, be happy, and be as positive as you can. Thanks for watching this video, guys. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
So Kara, what do you have to say?
Another important point to insecurities is, fuck!
You just had it, remember?
Train of thought just crashed. It crashed, man, it crashed.